Hi everyone, welcome back for another whiskey review. Today looking at this new whiskey available in New Zealand market, Aerolite Lyndsay, released by the character of Islay Whiskey Company. A 10-year-old Islay whiskey independently released. Let's see what it's all about. There's no hiding the fact that I'm a bit of a smoky, peaty whiskey, or in particular, Islay whiskey tragic. And during my travels to Scotland, I spent most of my time on Islay. Big fan of them. So when this whiskey popped up for sale, it piqued my interest. It's been available in the UK for some time, but only this month it's come available in New Zealand. Now, on the back of the tin, it says the Islay, what is it? The character of Islay Whiskey Company. Now, obviously, they don't have a distillery of their own, and they've sourced the single malt from an undisclosed Islay distillery. There's only one or two that have the capacity or have the excess stock to make it available to independent bottlers like this. I'm not going to guess it because I haven't tried the whiskey, but by the end of the video, I would like to have an educated guess. So they've gone and picked up this peaty smoky whiskey, aged it to around 10 years, and released it at unchilled filtered 46%. So far, I like it. 46%. It's an Islay with a long age, and yeah, it's got quite a lot going on with it. I like the tin. It's cool, sort of dark colors. The whiskey is very light in color. You see my face through it? There it is. What is saying? Make the Islay pilgrimage, which I did. Chase the legends, I did that too. Believe what you will. Yeah. So yeah, it's got a fingerprint of some sort, like a thumb there. I'm not sure what that alludes to, because it doesn't mention anyone in particular, like a person who's chosen these barrels, or yeah, seems like it's quite a wide release. It's not a limited release. It is quite a wide release. One thing I noticed though, it's picked up 3 gold medals already, which is quite a lot. It's very, very interesting. All right, well, let's try some of this Islay peaty whiskey. Oh, peat here. There's a very little amount of color to the whiskey. It's not quite what you would think is a bourbon cask whiskey, but when I looked it up, it said that it's been aged in ex-bourbon cask, but also in some sherry casks as well. So there is a little bit, I would like to think, a little bit of sherry influence as well. Let's see. Oh wow, it's not punishing me on the nose. That's interesting. So it's letting me have the honey and the sweetness on the nose first. The smoke lingering. It's there. It's quite citrusy. I'm getting quite a lot of citrus. Wow. Yeah, definitely getting citrus. Wow. Good. That's okay. One thing I'll say, it's not a up into your nose Lafroig, or even Octomore or some of the other really, really intense peaty whiskies. It's lingering, it's there, but it's also letting you enjoy the other beautiful sweeter smells of honey. There is a significant sort of maritime seaside character. Just a little bit of salted caramel. Wow. Definitely. I'm not picking up a huge amount of sherry notes, but I do think that a little bit of sherry influence is allowing that sort of sweetness to come forward a bit and probably subsiding the smoke a little bit. Quite nice. Just trying to think what I would compare it to. All right, let's try it. Mm. Mm. Really oily. Wow. Thank you for leaving it at 46% ABV. I didn't see that properly. Loads of smoke. A lot of smoke. Wow. I want to jump to a conclusion and say a particular Islay distillery, but I just want to spend a bit of time with this whiskey. I mean, it's funny, right? Like, I'm going to go ahead and say a particular name, and people will say, nah, that's not what it is. And some other people might have reviewed the whiskey already, and they might have said a different name. But, wow. Very, very nice. Well, I'm hosting a whiskey tasting in a couple of days, and 100% taking this one with me here. I mean, not a... Oh, I don't know. Very little sherry influence. On the palate, it wanted to be sweet, but then the smoke took over. But wasn't intense smoke as such. Definitely not something I would call a delicate whiskey. It is up in there. There's loads of smoke. The sweetness is trying to come forward. Just a touch of honey. Maybe just a hint of vanilla, just a little. But otherwise, a very good amount of smoke. And recently, I've become quite partial to a high quality cigar. I would love to try this with this particular cigar, but that could wait for another day. There's a lot of salty, briny character on the palate, which is not throwing me off just a little. Because, hey, I'm going to go and say it. On the first sip, I thought it was Caol Ila. I wanted to believe it. The palate, the flavors resonated with what I remember and what I think of Caol Ila whiskies. But then more of the minerality makes me think it might be an Ardbeg, but then would Ardbeg give stock to these guys? I don't know. I'm just a guy who drinks whiskey in New Zealand, but one can speculate. So I still think it's a Caol Ila. Yeah, I still think it's a Caol Ila. I'll go in one more time, see what it does. Very nice. Just a little bit of cinnamon. It's lingering. One thing I'll say, on the nose, you could tell a little bit of the sherry influence. On the palate, not as much. Not getting a significant amount of spice. The sweetness is lingering a little. That was good. That was good. If you like your smoky Islay whiskies, and I believe these are retailing in New Zealand for well under $100. So definitely worth getting your hands on one bottle and adding to the collection. Quite interesting. Well, I better go. Thank you for watching the content. If you're liking it, please like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the very near future with another whiskey review. See you. Bye-bye.